Hopefully this is working. Hi everyone. Starting a bit later than I had planned because I had lots of fun and games trying to figure out two-factor authentication with Restream and Twitch. But I think I have it now. Let's see. So the other day I got a couple of big packages in the mail from the wonderful folks at Element14. This is in follow-up to the summer Make Code challenge that we entered. We created some lesson plans for learning how to use microbits, and we successfully did some classes with people aged between 8 and, well, let's say adults, both kids classes and a couple of classes which were grown-ups and kids together. It worked really well. And they seemed to like it, so they sent us along a follow-up prize package. So tonight is both a test of the camera system to see if I've managed to update it and to see what they sent. So in principle, I click on this button and hopefully it's on the other camera. Let's see what happens. So let's take a look. Not just one, but 2 boxes. Pretty weighty. Very well packaged, as you'd expect. Let's get this out of the way. Boxes and boxes. Wow. Ooh, a Raspberry Pi starter kit. This is going to be awesome. So it looks like we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to assume that this is just more of the same. Not that I'm complaining. Yep, so we got 10 Raspberry Pi starter kits. So what is the Raspberry Pi? It is an amazing little computer, the brains of a cell phone from only a couple of years ago, but incredibly powerful. For a little computer that costs only $35. So we're going to come back here. If that's in shot, yep. Move the keyboard. And let's have a look and see what a Raspberry Pi starter kit contains. Well, another thing, packaging has got so amazing these days that the precision that we can even fold cardboard. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. Let's see if I can get the microphone close enough. But that's the vacuum of air being sucked into a box. In fact, I've heard that some places their packaging's got so good that they actually have to loosen up the boxes because otherwise you can't open them. Wow. That is a Raspberry Pi in a beautiful little box. Oh, very cool. It's even got little feet inside. Oh, good to know they're inside because I would have turned it on and cooked something. Okay. And the other nice thing is that this has got a beautiful lid so that you can actually get to all the pins on the inside and add electronic hardware. In fact, the latest Raspberry Pi, the Raspberry Pi 4, you can even plug in 2 screens and more or less use it as a $35 desktop computer, almost, like a Chromebook. SD card with all the magic software pre-built, ready to go. Oh, there's an arrow. Okay, I guess arrows are helpful. Wow, this is quite the kit. Wow, this is really well set up. We've got all the power cord, universal battery, plug pack. Oh, excellent. If you ever get a Raspberry Pi, So I can get this up there. Thing you want to look for is make sure that it is at least 2.5 amps. If you just use a regular phone adapter, it might not produce enough power and the Raspberry Pi will become unreliable. As in, it will crash. Wow. Ooh, nice white HDMI cable. What's this? Wow. Even Raspberry Pi branded mouse. That's really cool. Just putting it all back together before I forget where things go. Aside for the moment. Oh, what's more? Nice keyboard. Wow, this is a pretty amazing kit. Hey, and I don't have to create materials from scratch after all. They've included a book, one with each kit. Oh, that's really impressive. I've never seen this book before, but just looking at it, it's really clearly written out. Oh wow, okay. I'm getting lost in this book, but let's have a quick look at the contents. Taking control, understanding file systems, basic bash shell programming, making stories and games with Scratch, Turtle graphics, programming with Python, one of my favorite languages. Programming Minecraft, we've done a course on that. Sonic Pi music, excellent. I've been wanting to play with that for a while. Controlling hardware from a Raspberry Pi. Making a Raspberry Pi jukebox. Very nifty. I had an idea what was in the rest of the box, but I did not know that they included this textbook. That's really cool. So I will explore this kit more, and I'll be inviting you to come play with it with me too. I'm not exactly sure when and how we'll set this up, but now we have 10 of these. We'll be planning to do some Raspberry Pi based computing. Someone suggested that with 10 Raspberry Pis, we could make a little miniature supercomputer. It won't be as fast as maybe some of your desktops, but it will give you a good idea of how you can plug in multiple computers together to actually solve bigger problems faster. All sorts of really neat things. Yeah, well, thank you again to Element14 for running the contest and for choosing us as winners. I'm really looking forward to seeing what we can do with these. Oh, in fact, this little thing, can you imagine this? A couple of wheels, maybe a little arm, webcam. Could make a really good portable little robot. This is a pretty powerful brain. We will see what we come up with. Well, I'll call it quits there, save the recording, see everything worked, and we'll be in good shape to do the next Maker Meetup next month, where I have a really cool guest coming in to talk about metal machining. That should be interesting. Thanks a lot.